Hi everyone, all my lovely Coire Patreon subscribers, priestesses, students, friends and supporters. I am still struggling a bit with energy levels after a really bad viral dose over the last few weeks. Back in the saddle with Priestess students last week, but very behind on Patreon content, so I am aware. I need to get 3 stories and 2 journeys posted up as soon as possible, and had to postpone the Autumn Equinox Wheel of the Year workshop. So, not that you would think it was October in Ireland here, because it is beautiful, it is warm, it is sunny here in the Coire garden, but you might be able to hear the sound of farm machinery just over the hedge in the field behind me. And so that's Deireadh, the last harvest, the last gathering in. So we will have a Deireadh workshop on, I can't do this weekend, so it will be on Saturday week, which is, let me see, tomorrow is the 12th. So that will be the 19th of October at 7:30. I'll post it up on the Patreon. And as I have flagged up, I am struggling a little bit with the whole nature of Patreon. It's just not really working for me, and I need to find a different way to reach out and connect with those of you who are not physically here in Ireland, who are overseas and who want to stay in touch. My online hybrid priestess training course is running towards the last few months now, and the residential module for those students will be next March over the spring equinox here in Ireland. And I am weighing up whether to actually offer a hybrid course next year, 2025. I will certainly be offering the in-person priestess training, but I may do both, but I feel like it's time to offer the level 2 and the spiritual celebrancy training for those priestesses who've already been through the level 1 and ordination. So all of that, kind of trying to figure out the best way to offer classes, whether I just record things, which I find very difficult to record things into the void and then share. I prefer having people in front of me, whether that's live online or whether that is, in person. I really, really do want to do more in-person work around the island of Ireland. And, I'm looking for a venue at the moment up north for a very specific Macha and Anya workshop. And I would like to do some more workshopping on Imbas. Looking forward to participating as the keener facilitator in a keening ceremony in Connemara on the 26th of this month, which is for a death funeral rituals documentary. I put it that way because it's not specifically about Ireland only or about keening only. I know it includes traditions from other places as well. So yeah, that'll be great. And then looking forward, I hope, to making it up to Ishnock for the Samhain event up there. Two wonderful storytellers, Coire priestess Trasa Kerrigan, who's an amazing sacred sites tour guide, archaeologist and wonderful storyteller, and also Emer Burke, chief of the Druid Order Obod, who is a good friend of mine and also an absolutely incredible storyteller. So I'll get to just sit back and listen this year, although, yeah, I do love sharing stories in places like that also. And I believe there will be a wonderful soul singer, Anne-Marie Hines, there as well. So that's something worth checking out if you're here in Ireland. Other than that, hybrid training continuing tomorrow night. And then it's really sitting down as I'm approaching Samhain and the turn of the whole year for me here, begins at Samhain. I feel that it's more likely than not I am going to finish up the Patreon at Samhain and start putting out new online classes just through Zoom, notifying on Facebook, trying to get the website kind of more live and up and running, looking at different ways of doing these things. So I will get that missing content up for all of you subscribers, and we will have a Samhain workshop probably early to mid-November. And then that'll be it on Patreon, I think, unless I have a major epiphany in the meantime. So sending you all lots of love. There's so much awful stuff going on in the world. Thinking of anyone affected by the hurricanes and wildfires and flooding and all that's going on in the States. Thinking of those in Lebanon and Gaza and the West Bank, and just hoping for a miracle, I suppose, hoping that the Zionist machine will actually be stopped. I don't think it will stop voluntarily, so it will be internal pressure from, Israelis with a heart and from the international community and from people on the street, including the amazing, Jewish community all over the world who are coming out and actually saying not in our name. So a lot to pray for, a lot to set intentions for at this time of last harvest, and as we approach that fully moving into the dark at Samhain. So I send gra agus banach thee and slán go fóill to you all.